Hello and welcome to Weekly Market Forecast live edition. If you're seeing this in retrospect perspective, welcome and give a like, no, give a comment down below, I guess. If you have any questions, anything else, my name is NBDL Forex trader for over 8 years, trying to make my life through here in Forex. It's going up and down. Right now, we're going to go through dollar, yen, gold, silver, US oil, S&P, Nasdaq. All those pairs you want to be covered, please give it your comment. Give it your once again. Please tell me if you need any pairs to be covered. I will try to accommodate you as much as I can. Hopefully most of you guys are seeing this live and you are here. But if you're not, that would be great too. If you know that around 1930 GMT plus 2 or 2030 around 2030 GMT plus 3 is a live session on Sundays, generally speaking. So today I just want to welcome as well, welcome today's sponsor of this video.
This video/stream is sponsored by Trader Central. Trader Central provides funding for traders, spot cryptocurrency exchange services, and access to trading tools like copy trade software, portfolio tracking, and a social platform exclusive for communicating with trader friends. Sign up now using the link in the description and get up to 30% off on your first plan.
Hello, Princely. So if you need funding, you can get up to 30% if you use the link below. That would be great. Hola, ¿cómo estás? So where do we start? Where do we go? We go to dollar first. This week was pretty good, I would say. I didn't say that in the video, but it was pretty good, I will leave. It was a profitable week. And as you can see in the video that is linked above in the comment, it's also showed some video of the previous week and the outcome of it. So it was pretty good. For this week, I hope that we can get back to somewhere around central, at least. And central is a bit lower, but I don't want to be betting on central, but I'll probably put up a trade there, and I'll probably put up a trade at M2 as well if that also works out. I also believe that we should do something great this week is also to be able to buy in a bullish trend, and we are still bullish. We're coming into the monthly target, just making sure that we don't buy into the monthly target. We are we are getting there at least. If this thing can only work, that would be great. I will be happy. That will be great. But okay, it's me. Okay, fair enough. We're still a bit far. We're still up to 106.40, so it's still a good 200 pips up. So not too afraid there. US oil, US Aussie dollar came lower this week. Made it's down to S1. Now, I'm not necessarily a bit worried here. We're a bit, I have my concerns, and selling in this market is, I know we should be selling here more than anything on monthly, but it's tempting to continue the trend lower, continue what we're doing. We will need to be looking into, I don't know, more clean resistance, so we can continue lower. So for those 18 people who is here right now, where are you guys from? Do you have any pairs you want me to cover? That's probably okay. And the reason for why Aussie dollar would continue to fall is the continuation of pricing in interest rate hikes in America. It is because of the QT they're doing from Treasury. Is also the lockdowns in China and the fear that the Chinese economy is not going to withstand the amount and the prevailed lockdown that has been there. So that is definitely sending Aussie dollar down. On the flip side of it, there is going to be increasing interest rate that is expected coming out of Australia this year. First one being, I think, was June. So that can lead to some bullishness on Aussie, but we're not trading bullishness on Aussie now because it's not bullish, right? Eddie says Euro Aussie. Mark Analysis Czar says CAD Yen. We will get there. So Euro, and then ultimate target for this month is 67.50. Yeah, that's what I said in the video at least. Good. Euro dollar, the ultimate target is 102. We are still, well, we went lower, so in any case, we still need to get back up to resistance at around 105 before really selling on monthly. But if you take that as well and you say that with the weekly, that is weekly M3, so that's a perfect sell to the downside. And I don't know if, so that is another thing that I would like to sell. I just need price to get up there more than anything else. So 105 on euro. It's a clear technical move, and it's also something that I would that is in my strategy, and I do every week anyways. Thank you, Ivan, for an analysis, says J. Robertos. You're very much welcome. I also would like to add to this is the euro falling. I mentioned the Barclays is going to, or if they ban Russian oil from the European market, I don't think euro is going to go to parity. I think it's going to go way lower. I think that has such a big impact on the European economy, because once you start straining, the oil supply, that has a lot of effects. If we now start seeing rationing, if we start now seeing people are stuck at the petrol station instead of driving, the GDP and the economic growth is just gonna go straight away and just disappear. Because I've seen fuel shortage here in Kenya, and it definitely just paralyzes the entire economy. So if that happens across Europe because they can't get enough fuel from other countries through boats, we're gonna be in big trouble. Forex World, Goodfather, hello. I'm glad to have you back, boss. US data was the very weak, also NFP, but dollars gaining strength. Please explain. I think that you miss a couple of things, FX World, Godfather. I think you missed a couple of beats there. I don't know who told you and what has been told to you. First of all, what is the overall? The overall is increasing interest rates in America. The overall is the market pricing in more interest rates. The overall is market pricing in recession and not really great economic future, even stagflation in Europe. The other thing that you also kind of just jumped over is the fact that CPI, the core, the pure, the most important indicator for inflation, was higher than expected, and is still at 8.3 or 6.2. And if you look at the month-over-month one, it's still very high month-over-month. So for dollar to fall would have been, please explain. You can see CPI here up at, well, it's not up at 0.9, but it's still up, it hasn't fallen, it hasn't gone down to zero. It's still very much higher than what the average has been for the past 10 years, from 2008 to 2009. It's around 0.4 to negative 0.2 And now we're at 0.9. It's way above anything. So that is at least. And then you said the data was very weak. Also NEF. I don't know what NAF is. If you're mentioning NFP, NFP was. Let's see if you can find NFP. Just thinking to my head, where is it? It's going to be 6th of May. Yeah, NFP was stronger than expected. That means dollar strength. The unemployment rate was worse than expected. That is a dollar bearish move. But overall, generally, we have a stronger NFP than normal, or stronger NFP than expected. We have a stronger CPI than expected. We haven't seen a GDP yet coming in for April, which is going to be probably end of the month, as far as I know. Where's GDP? It's a different week than CPI. I can just need to think about it. Where can it be? It's probably not this month then. Okay, I need to figure out when that is. But it's supposed to be towards the end of the month. Yeah, there it is. 26th of May. Then we have all indicators for April coming out. But we need to double check that. But generally, most data points in America is strong, and this one has been another strong week. Bank of England says it expect a rise of inflation above 10% in Q4. Do you think that was priced in? No, I don't think so. USD yen market analysis. Can you please explain how oil is related to CAD? Which one can we use as a leading indicator? Nobody's leading anything, to be honest. The other thing is market analysis is oil is related to CAD because Canada exports a lot of oil. They're an oil producing country, and that's their most important income. Now, CAD and oil only correlates around 30%. So even though oil goes higher, CAD doesn't necessarily go higher, because you also have to take into consideration the economic performance of Canada, how the labor market is, inflation is, how GDP is, how all these other indication of economic performance is going. So oil is a part of it, but not entirely the complete truth. But yes, they are related because Canada produces a lot of oil. I heard BOE is supposed to be raising interest rates coming July and September. Is that true? So expectations from ING on Bank of England is June and August. Audio is low. Inspiring of tuning it to full volume. Okay, so if I go here, is this better? Okay, I went a bit higher. Okay, maybe Son, is that better? Maybe if I start talking a bit higher, that would be greater. Sorry, everybody. Are you good? Yeah, I need to turn it down because I don't see when I peak on the voice. That's all. So everything so far so good. 6 likes today. That's pretty okay. But I think I've given you quite a lot of learning points today. So please keep the likes coming. That would be great. And even subscription would be great. I would say that CAD yen has made a low that I do not like. Okay, so even if it goes higher now, fair enough, whatever, it's still not a low that I trade. Okay, so I don't know if, well, I would just put on on the account of I don't care at the moment. It's not a market I would like to be in. I would say that this is probably going to be a resistance at around 170 level-ish, but I don't expect it to hold, but it's hold before, so this is probably the only thing that you can do for this market is to look for sell around 107. Sorry, I'm gonna go there, something like that. But other than that, I don't like buying it. So because I'm a buyer, that's why I'm saying I don't like it. So fair enough. Do you think that even though the rate hikes are bullish for euro, that oil issue will still drive it lower? Yeah, I think euro is still going lower, even though they're going to increase interest rates. Yeah, no, Sheldon, it's okay, it's okay. Hey, Maida, how are you? Huh? Is everything going all right? Is everything going all right with you? You're Aussie, Eddie. Okay. What does the indicators tell us today? Bullish. Okay, fair enough. Coming back down to M2, fair enough. So you can hold 149. Is probably what you would like to hold. So it's a bullish move. If you're a seller, I probably wouldn't be a seller here. But yeah, that's kind of what I would say. Patram says, hello, bro. Hey, bro. Boom. How are ya? So I have mentioned one article from ING that I want to share with you. The mentorship and the members, YouTube members, got the full article of it. I'm just going to show this, where they expect Fed to hike 50 basis points in June, July, September, before only a single rate hike in November, December, and February 2023. Is to be twice this year, July and September. Bank of England, June and August. Bank of Japan, nothing. Bank of Canada, another 250 basis points up to 3.5, with 50 basis point moves at each of the next 3 meetings. So 50, 50, 50. That's probably going to be one in June, probably one in August, and probably one in October, I think. That's kind of what it tends to be. A rate hike in June for RBA and July, possibly every month for until the end of the year. That is, if supply inflation starts picking up. The Swedish Riksbank, only 4 more basis points, only 4 more single basis hikes. 25 basis points hikes for June, September, November, and February 2023. Norges Bank, Norwegian Bank, every quarter until 2024 almost. And Switzerland, rate hikes up 3 rate hikes so they can get back to 0. I don't know if that's how likely that's going to be, but fair enough. What I don't necessarily agree with generally here is probably the Australian future interest rates, and I believe they can increase interest rates in June. But I don't know if CPI is going to be that great for them to do it every time that they meet. Where do you know all of these things, Ivan? Okay, so if you go here and you go probably there, as far as if I remember correctly, there is the timetable of current major bank on their next meeting. And if you go into every single bank, I would believe there is going to be a meeting schedule here somewhere. RBA then, if you go to RBA, what happens? I'm waiting for this schedule. That would be great. So the next one is in 22 days. That doesn't tell me the schedule. Where else is the schedule? Why is this terrible? Why is this page so terrible? RBA meeting schedule. Why don't you have that already, Forex Street? Why are you so terrible? So they're going to meet 3rd of May, 7th of June, July, August, September. So they have a meeting every month then. Okay, fair enough then. Duros has hit take profit for the month. Thank you, Mr. Princely. It has not. And not on that one, and not on Unbiased Monthly. Nope, it just hit R1. So yeah, hi Ryan, how are you, mate? So what would happen if the market goes, if there's another war? Okay. So this live stream is probably going to be very not interesting for many people, but I'm going to do it very fast, okay? So I'm going to put DXY. I'm going to go to say DXY. And then I'm going to go, so DXY, yen, as far as I know. And I'm gonna do Aussie, and I'm gonna go Euro. It depends where we have a war, okay? It depends where. So what will generally happen is there's going to be first going to be the influx in price. Dollar is going to rise. Oops, that was wrong. Dollar will rise, yen will rise, Aussie will fall, you will fall, oil, well, it depends, but oil will fall if it's not an oil producing country. If it's an oil producing country, oil will rise. That is in case of war. This can happen. The time horizon for that is, it depends on length. How long is this war going to take? How big is it? It depends on the magnitude and depends on the length. Now, the war in Ukraine has been happening for quite some more time than general. If you take the Saudi attack, that was only a couple of hours where oil rose and then fell back down again. So it all depends on the magnitude and the length of the attack, and who is the player, and who is the player, who is involved. So I would say to you that that's kind of what it would generally happen. Yet again, the same reaction every single time. Pound yen fell last week, and I can't say anything else that I'm a bit disappointed. Okay, I'm a bit disappointed. The other thing that I also need to mention here is we made a low down to 156. That is the monthly target. That is positive. Okay, that is positive. It went way past the weekly target. Now, can we buy this thing up again? Is this a good buy opportunity? I wouldn't dare to buy it right now. The reason for it is it's a brand new lower low. This is a clear resistance at 159. And until we have broken that, we are not bullish on the 4 hour or 1 hour. Now, this is a level that probably many will be like, hey, man, you should buy that, mate. I am not playing games with pound yen. So for other things that needs to be covered here is, what do you do now? You wait. You sold at 164 last week. Good on you, mate. You were not impressed by my judgments. Rafael, I do apologize for that. Or probably was, and I probably will never. But good on you. Good on you. That's coffee. I can't have coffee now. Coffee at 9 p.m. Who's going to sleep tonight? And yeah, any advice for break-even trader? There's a couple of things you need to do. You need to, one, be very tactical. You need to be very smart of when and where, time, season, which pair you trade. You need to have done so much analysis that when you start trading, you are crystal clear. So going back to demo, going back to basics, have a crystal clear plan. If the market doesn't agree with you, leave it alone. You also need to have very clear targets and very clear stop losses. You need to be able to understand where you're wrong very quickly so that you don't lead into a lot of losses. You also need to listen to me a lot, and you need to you need to take more into consideration higher levels of targets that you don't necessarily see before they even happen. Like for example, 156 here. That's the target for the month. I know that. But if you are pure technically, you probably don't know that as a target for the month. And that's where probably pound yen is going to reverse. And now it's up 200 pips up from that bottom, okay? And the other thing is you need to, let's say June, make a very clear plan in June based upon what you believe is going to happen. Is euro dollar going to go higher or lower in June? At what day is it going to go higher and lower? What is the technical analysis? What is the technical confirmation you need for that to happen? What do you need to see generally on what kind of sentiment do you need in the market? Now, all of this is, well, I don't know, mate. You have to make your choices. You have to make choices. I cannot tell you what to do if you can't make choices yourself. Okay? So for you to become a better trader, you need to disregard quite a lot of things that, well, when the 5 minutes chart, the 21 is pressing across the 65 one, and it also crossed above the 31. Fair enough. All golden with technical analysis and technical entries, but you need to know to expect before it happens. That's probably the most important thing today, people. Expect things before they happen. Are you expecting a reversal at 156 before it happens? Probably not. But now you need to. Okay? So you need to expect market to do things before they happen. And how do you do that? You do it. You do it. You don't wait for the market to do it. You have to be in control. Now, if you're a break-even trader, I don't know what your trades are, by the way. But if you say that, let's say you sold USD Swissy, sorry. If you sold this market, I would call that a complete lack of technical analysis. Okay? If you bought it, okay, cool. Fair enough. Good on you. But if you're going to be a better trader than you were yesterday, you need to analyze, you need to do better analysis, you need to do better technical analysis, you need to do better fundamental analysis, you need to do better preparation, and you need to stand maybe ready around 1st of June instead of trading the rest of May. Maybe May is over, and you need to be waiting for June. Okay? So what is my judgment on USD Swissy, sir? Well, sir, I believe it can still continue higher as long as it's above 99.60. Dollar is incredibly strong. This is incredibly high, but that's kind of the only support that you can use in terms of anything at all, and then going higher. And if this one breaks, it's going to be very quick lower. So generally you can go up to 101 or go up to 1. Well, the other one right now, okay. Okay, so that makes me worried. Okay, so parity is a difficult thing, people. Parity is a difficult thing. When things goes to parity, there's a lot of traders that has had that as a target, and they will probably take profits. So should you continue buying above parity? Yeah, you probably should, but you need to know that what is happening right now, you're on borrowed time before it falls again. It's possible, Raphael, but it's a difficult world. They say that is profitable. I don't know. That's not my words. Yeah. So that's that. It's probably gonna be, what is it, 30 minutes until giveaway, I think. So by about 30 minutes, it's gonna be a giveaway. So Fair enough, right? Fair enough. So going back to the markets, right? Euro New Zealand. What has happened here? What is going on this pair? So we have hit the monthly target. What do you do now? Do you sell or do you buy? Hi, Shuran. Do you sell or do you buy Euro New Zealand now? We have hit target, I would say early. It's a bit early. 10th of May. Okay? If it comes back down to M3 or back down to 164 support, turning resistance turning support, do you expect that to happen? Or do you go to like smaller time frames and be like, okay, I can see that it's falling now, so now I can sell the resistance at 166. That all depends, people, on what you believe is going to be the future of New Zealand. Why is New Zealand traded so heavily? I'm not too sure, probably. Why is New Zealand traded so heavily? I would say that Euro is traded very heavily. And New Zealand is still one of the greatest countries in the world. There's still a lot of profits to be made in New Zealand. Traded in New Zealand. And also mostly historically because they've had a very high interest rates, given that there's a lot of money to be made. So that's why people are liking New Zealand dollar, or New Zealand in itself. Okay, so I have been talking about this retail sentiment. So what's the update? Aussie, 75% of those who trade Aussie is still short, is still long. Of those who trade Euro, 74% of retail traders who trading Euro is long. 80% of those trading pound dollar is long. 72% of those retail traders trading New Zealand is long. Now, retail sentiment, is it investing.com? I think it is, which also shares how much they are in loss as well, or is this another one? Let's just go to A1 Trading. I think they have at least directly to the site that I want to do. Sentiment analysis, probably not, but it's fair enough. Nipsy pipsy, that was not the one. Okay, fair enough. Retail sentiment, there we are. And those who trade a Euro is 400 pips in loss. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. Most of them are buyers trading Euro, and that is so ridiculous. Okay. So 31% of traders are currently trading Euro USD. If you go down to New Zealand, let's see if we can find New Zealand here. New Zealand. Do New Zealand. There we are. There is only 6% trading New Zealand dollar. Most of them are long, and most of them are averagely they are 600 pips in loss. That is so bad. I'm from New Zealand. It's such a small country. I don't get why it's so traded heavily. Okay, so the reason for why New Zealand is traded heavily is, one, it was given a lot of profits because you have a lot of high interest rate earlier. New Zealand is traded because it has the commodity and the risk, and it's basically the return. The return on investment is greater in New Zealand when everything is great in the rest of the world. But yeah, hello Adu. I just want to tell you, please search up. Well, I'm gonna give the link probably. Air Peace Horror Flight. that's a video I really wanted to see I do, and it might not be very. I guess it will be very interesting for you. But there's basically a German guy taking airpiece from I don't know Abuja, but from your capital city to Johannesburg, and he did a video on airpiece the other week, and many pilots has come forward and said don't travel with airpiece, it's unsafe. Pilots of airpiece comes out and says don't fly airpiece. That's a bad company, bro. That's a bad company. I don't want to be in there even. So S&P 500. Okay, S&P 500. Lovely bottom last week, right? Comes back up. I think there was a report coming out on Thursday or Wednesday evening that said that most people, I think 50%, was bearish. Market sentiment was 50% bearish on SPX. Now, the investors then said, okay, cool, let's take it back up again. I will give you a link, bro. And that's why we rose. Now, that is pure sentiment. Is this bullish? Not really. So it's still a waiting game. It's still somewhere in the middle. It's still somewhere where you can't really do anything really. It's just a waiting game. And what would make us buy? What would make us sell? Now, first of all, you need to go back to your strategy. What is your strategy? What do you normally do in case of whatever? Right? And my whatever is not to trade when it's against my bias, right? The other thing that I also want you guys to know, to mention here, I'm gonna out someone today. So I did a small little research today, okay? I made a small little research. There's the video, by the way. I made a small little research. My small little research says that I went to We Trade Waves here on YouTube, and I said, okay, cool. Fair enough, good. So I was like, okay, they are expecting. So that is the 14th. That's yesterday's, and they say that dollar is going to continue a bit higher and then fall. Corrective structure higher and then fall. And then they were showing that photo, saying that was the photo from last week, but 16th of April. 16th of April, people, on euro dollar is it euro dollar? Or is it DXY? Is DXY. So 16th of April is so far back, is back here. That is not the same structure, mate. It's not the same time. It wasn't last week. We have rose a lot of pips since then. But okay. So I was like, why did they show a photo from a month ago? And then I went back to the video last week where they said DXY should fall. With a market, with a photo from March. That is up 2 months earlier, saying that this is happening and then this is going to go higher. So they say one thing 1 week, and then the next week they're like, well, yeah, we're right. But then they're showing a very old photo. Because they said, I think they've said for like 3 weeks now, that dollar should fall. Dollar never fell. Dollar never fell. So if you're going to expect an expose video from me lately, from me soon, yes. I have made up my mind. I don't want people on the YouTube, at least unspokenly, going around making weekly forecasts and not saying that they was wrong. I'm wrong all the time. That's not the problem. The problem is if you try to camouflage it for people that you're always right, and in the comment section you're like, yeah, it was some fantastic outlook from last week. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You're wrong. And then he said in the video, yeah, if you bought the bottom on euro, that would be a loss. So why? Weren't you dollar bullish, bro? Yeah. I have a friend. Hi, Evan, my friend. I have a question apart from this chart analysis. I'm a beginner. I just want to ask you, how should I start? I have been through baby pips. I'm done with that. I've just done what I wanted and just want to move on myself. So I can only say to you, bro, go through starting Forex in my Discord. It's free, by the way. There is at least 10 points, and there is plenty of things. So I want you to be an expert in price action, support and resistance, market structure, trend reversal, and trends minimally. Then I want you to go over stop loss, take profit, risk management as the key, and then you need to start looking into what moves price, what drives the Forex market. You need to look into central banking policy. What is it right now? Monetary policy. What is it right now? What is it going to be in the future? And start making predictions, or start making your opinion about what is the current economy, where are we going. Now, this is big things, but if you're going to be an expert in anything in this, you need to have a clear opinion. You need to do tons of research. I do apologize for that, but you need to do tons of research so that when you come back to the Forex market or the market, you are so clear. There's nothing scaring you. You're like, this is what I'm doing. And if I don't have that, you don't trade. If I was right, I would always be a billionaire. Yeah, true. So that got me asking myself, how does brokers say 95% fail, but YouTube, IG, Twitter, everyone at 95% is making money? Yeah, go figure, right? Go figure. And why? And I'm just wondering why people are buying Euro USD, and then I go to the most popular weekly forecasts, and they say buy Euro. They were looking for Euro dollar buying opportunities. So I guess that's why. Another source as to why this thing is going higher. So if you guys want to use the Wednesday Pivot Points Pro that I have here right now, you can use the link in the description below. #sponsored. I do get some of the percentage of that one. Am I going to find the materials for the movement of position in Discord? So I have price action video, but generally YouTube. The reason for that is generally that, is free content, right? So I'm giving you direction of where you should study. The link to my Discord is probably the first thing in my description, but fair enough. The good thing about trading is even your losses are wins in a way, as every losses makes you wiser. Fair enough, okay? Now, if you go over to yen pairs here, people, okay? So, what's the deal? What's going on, mate? We are definitely bearish. We are definitely falling, and we are definitely hitting in monthly targets. A bit early. Generally, I would say that would lead to what? Reversals. That would lead to higher prices. Now, even though we have a peak around now, I would believe that, we should be... I believe that should be reasons for a pullback. And I am a chicken when it comes to chickenish. So I'm not buying the bottom, but I want us to go back up and say, hey, let's go higher at least. So I am going to go down to 1 hour. I'm going to go to current price. I'm going to find auto. There we are. Good enough. So in a general market, that would be, or in a general thing, that would be the first one, and then that's the second one. Is that a price that I should be buying? It's technically a part of my strategy, but I would probably prefer to buy dollar instead. Yeah. So more than anything else, yes, technically we can start looking to buy yens again, but technically I don't want to, because this is technically still bearish, so I'm technically not willing to. So yeah, but if we now start making higher highs and higher lows, I might be inclined to something, but I don't like it. What do you say, Joe? Should we be buying yen pairs this week now? Is this a reversal good enough for us? So maybe I'm the chicken and you're not, but there we go. All right. For those who are let me just see. Just gonna do something in Discord. Oops, that was wrong. So just give me a couple of 2 seconds, people. Just gonna give you some nice music, and then I'm gonna be back. I will just need to prepare something for you, okay? Good on you. And then music. There's music. There's music. There we go. Some music. 2 seconds, people. Hi people, how are you? For those who are in Discord, I gave out a what do you call it? I gave out something there for you guys to look at. It's totally up to you guys if you saw it or not, but that means that I will give it 2 minutes. I will give it 2 minutes and then we'll do it, okay? I'd buy yen pairs at the last. I did buy yen pairs in the last open. My expectation is that some recovery will come as soon as China loosens its lockdown this week. Yeah. Greetings from Botswana. So, what people has been requesting for lately is that, well, I've been doing I'm buying yen pairs, meaning selling yen currency, but buying yen pairs. So people, generally, people have been asking for, or I have been doing giveaways, and what is generally happening there's been $100 gift card. That has been the general giveaway. But people last week said, well, can't you give away a mentorship? And I'm like, maybe. So what we're going to do today is let's try one last time. So whoever wants to participate, you have to type. Let's see, which word can we use today? Let's use the word. Let's use the word, Ivan. Let's use the word smile. So type the word smile only smile in that way. That will make your entry. It's free for everyone. You need to be above 18. You need to also have a PayPal account. You shouldn't be on US sanction list, and you need to be able to receive the prize within 48 hours. Let's see. Names on wheel. Probably. Name of wheel names. And then we're gonna go that way, that way, that way. Okay, cool. And it's gonna run for the next 5 minutes. So 5 minutes. So ending 21:45 will be the one. So in the meantime, I'm gonna give you some music. Okay, fair enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, flott. There's no music there now. I can't hear the music actually because my on the wrong headphones. There we are. And it's only one entry per person, so I will take you out if you do it twice though. DOW did not spell it correctly. What is the name, sir? Where is that coming in? Okay, he did it correctly. Mark Wells. So for those who are still going, that is 2 minutes left. Tito is only one time anyways. So then I need to go to Tom and I need that one and then next people. You're a bit late. You're a bit late though, mister. You are a bit late, Miro. But I guess we can live with that. Oops, that was wrong. So only one time per person. I will remove you. I will remove your second entry anyways. Yes, I did that last week, and it kind of just got a 200. So yeah, wasn't too interesting for people, but I can try it. Hard day, yeah, true, probably. I believe you, mate. So, I'm gonna probably put on. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna put on slow, and I'm gonna put only subscribers on. Fair enough. Because that's the time out. Time is out right now. Oops, that was wrong. So let's see who does it become. Let's sort. So I can get out those who did it twice. If Raphael, if you said it, Raphael, if you're not here yeah, today, don't blame me. I can see you now. Right? Everything good? That's a yes for everyone. if somebody has something to say. That is 92 entries. That's lovely, by the way. Thank you very much. Okay, good. Time is on. Let's go. $100 or mentorship is on the line for one person. Who is it? Rafael? No? Is Sumalianga Plata? Please give me a comment. Please send to me on, please contact me on email at forex@below.no or on Discord. Fair enough. Is that good enough for everyone? Yeah. No, it's all of those that I took away that it didn't take away. It's all the extra smiles that gives 92 entries and only 58 people. So yeah. So Mr. Plata, please contact me on Discord. And I look like this in my Discord. I look like this smiley person here. Let's see if you can just find it. I look like this one. And if you don't contact me, you will lose it. Raphael says he's close yet again. Congrats to the winner. You guys are amazing people. Thank you guys for joining in today. Thank you guys for being here. I'm just going to go quickly through the market so you can see what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Aussie going down to 67.50, euro to 102 this week, 102 something. Pound going down to, let's see if we can get it up. This week going down to 121. New Zealand dollar going down to 61.50. Pound yen, hasn't bought it yet, but I probably should, but I'm too scared to do it at the moment. Scarcity is a problem. US oil, not going to add anything because of Iran maybe adding more oil to the market. Gold is 1831 down to 1760 this week. And then what else is going to happen? We're going to go back tomorrow. Have a good day. Thank you very much. See you soon. Boom.